So how do you find your purpose?
That's a big thing. Yeah? But that's how you have to strive to find.
You have to strive to
You
find
have to strive to find.
Yeah.
Because if you don't find it, you get into problems.
Okay.
If you find your purpose, you ultimately excel in it. And you do things with the ease, and you still excel because your heart, your mind, your body, and your soul get into it.
So do we all have our purpose?
Most people don't.
They don't, or they don't know that they are supposed
They
to have a purpose?
don't, and they don't know.
Okay.
So you can live a successful life without knowing your purpose.
Without knowing your purpose.
But if you know your purpose and you are living by your purpose, you live an excellent life.
Okay. So being rich doesn't mean that you have actually actualized your purpose.
Being rich is
Yeah.
different from being wealthy.
Being wealthy.
It's
Okay.
different. That's why the good book, the Bible talks about only two things that the Bible talks about saying they answer it all. Say God answer it all and money answer it all. But it goes on to say the love of money is the root of all evil.
All evil.
Right?
Yeah.
But the love of God is the root of all salvation. It's the root of your salvation. The root of your everything. So the Bible goes to lengths to distinguish what you attach, what we call love. You know, some people love money.
Of course, yeah. So if somebody
So they'll
has
kill for money.
about 20 houses, he's got so many cars, got children and all that.
You still sleep in a
Some
little
people
corner.
assume
You
that-
still sleep in a little corner, just like when you're in secondary school.
On a king-size bed.
It can be a Californian king
Yeah.
or a normal king, but you still sleep on the size that is not very much different from your secondary school bed.
Okay. So having the wealth, having the properties and all that, it's possible that that person still hasn't even found his or her purpose.
One of the wealthiest person that ever lived is probably King Solomon.
Okay.
And the resources from all the parts of the world poured into his kingdom. And he had 40 years of peaceful reign. Actually, the longest peaceful reign that we can happen under Solomon. And at the end of the day, with all his riches, he said vanity upon vanity. Why? He could acquire everything, including women.
Yeah.
He got everything he liked because he was the wisest king. So people flocked to his courts to settle matters. He is the author and beginner of the word diplomacy. People
Okay,
brought
that
their
is the
daughters.
first time I'm
People
hearing
brought their
this.
daughters and to have and establish a link so that they would get the wisdom of Solomon to flow, the wealth of Solomon to flow. So, but he then said something very profound that he described his wealth with. The vanity of vanity is all vanity. That is why I get to read what one of the richest guys, the Apple guy, when he was dying, when he said that his money could not do anything for him. At the point of death, his money could not do anything for him. He had money to procure the best doctors, the most expensive medicine. So there's a purpose of human beings in life. And if you don't live that purpose, you can be very, very rich.
Yeah.
You can be very, very successful and still feel that hunger in you that you haven't achieved much.
That brings me to something about success. Because what is really success? Is it what you think you're supposed to do and then you achieve it? Or what others think that you have acquired that is success?
Now you define it. So the physical world have developed success to be achieving something that has been set for you.
Yeah.
So that's why I used to laugh at a certain president who set himself questions and gave himself 90.
Okay.
If you set yourself the questions and you answer the questions and you become the chief examiner of the questions that you've set and the marker of the answer sheet that you
Invigilator and everything.
and then you invigilate and you give yourself 90, it's the three people will say, what do I do in your being child?
So success is up to you, not up to what people see.
Really not. Really not. Definitely, success has to be externalized.
Yeah.
People have to label that you have been successful. People have to agree that you have been successful in their parameters. But whether you agree with that depends upon your inside being, your soul, what your soul is telling you about.
Yeah.
Because you can be the richest man. Everybody will understand that you're very, very successful. And you can be very, very empty.
Very empty, yeah. So you can be
So
successful on the outside,
I
but
don't
empty on the inside.
I don't really, for you have to measure your success by how contented you are with it.
Do you want us to go to contentment? Because I know it will take the whole day for us to discuss contentment.
It won't. So I prefer to be content
Okay, what's
than
contentment?
to somebody to say you have been successful. If the success the person is saying means very little to me, because I don't feel it. So if I meet, let me tell you, I've never revealed to anybody. I've sponsored a lot of Miss Pageants to have won.
Okay.
I've sponsored a lot of Miss Pageants and they have won. I can count about
So
8 or 10.
Ghana,
I won't
Ghana was
say it.
beautiful.
I won't say
Okay.
it. And I have a relation with most of them till date. But the reason why I got into sponsoring pageants was because I wanted to know the psychology of two characters in life. The guys who do a lot of bodybuilding and the ladies who go into pageants.
Why?
I set myself the question and I found out, and it was very, very, I can't share it, but it's very interesting. The psychology of the ladies who go into pageants and the psychology of the avid bodybuilders. It's interesting.
I
It's
see.
interesting.
Has it got anything to do with adrenaline?
I'm not sure.
No, you're not sure. You don't want to share now.
It's got something to do with a deep incapableness, very, very deep.
Rather.
A hunger to show something
Okay.
that is lacking in them.
Okay.
I would not want to say because it is not. So I wouldn't want to say it's a psychological flaw, but a deep psychological deficit. For those who are avid bodybuilders, and those who especially the young teenage girls who enter into pageants, because the age they enter into pageants are not the matured ages.
Yeah. It's a
They are
age.
really teenage years. And that is a very difficult time for most women because they are going through a lot of cycles and personality changes. They are even finding their own worth and their own self-worth, self-esteem. They go through lots and lots and lots of problems. No, I would not say problems, lots of life issues. They are establishing their identity. So one thing they should not be able to do, because they're going to put themselves out to the glare of the whole world.
Precisely.
As
to prove to us that you're the most beautiful amongst them all. Yeah.
So you can understand, it's counterintuitive, but you have to understand that to gather the courage to go means that there's something that is burning in them that overcomes that courage.
That I admire.
So I'm not saying it in a negative way, but go they won't open up if you don't apply a lot of psychological principles
as in the process they go through.
No, as in talking with those who become ultimately winners and things
you don't
like
like
that.
To share.
Me, I didn't. I got to find out for myself. I didn't get to do it to want to share.
So you use the art of persuasion to get them to tell you what you were looking for.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I set out persuading anybody. No.
I see.
I didn't persuade anybody because it have raised red flags amongst.
But eventually, you got your answers.
I got all my answers, and I still get them.
You still get them?
Because I still sponsor them.
You still sponsor?
I still do.
Okay, that's quite interesting. I see.
So there are a lot of things that I do that I don't share. But it all teaches me more about the
Let's go
human
back
nature.
to contentment. What's contentment?
You have to ask yourself.
No, you brought it out. That's why I'm asking, what's contentment? Or,
I'll say
yeah.
something that fulfills your desire, your innermost desire. Something that you don't necessarily share with anybody, but makes you full, makes you happy, makes you pleasant, puts a smile on your face when there's nobody there.
So why did I think that contentment is being okay with the little that you have?
If that's what you define
Exactly.
it, if that's how you define it, it's good. But
Okay.
what is the little? What is the definition of little?
Just okakawana or nice.
You see, you are defining contentment to be you.
Yes. and I
Contentment
think-
is the whole body, soul, and spirit.
Tell me about it.
So you can be happy within your circumstance. It doesn't mean you are contented.
Okay.
And you can say where I am. If I'm to die now, I'll die a very happy person.
That's
different.
contentment.
That's contentment.
I thought contentment was knowing that you have a journey. And wherever you are at the moment, no matter how limited your resources or whatever it is for you, you know that you have to go on to the next stage. So wherever you are now, you should be okay with it.
See, the next stage should not be a preoccupation in contentment. Because that already is a slippery slope to take.
Okay.
If you define your contentment as, I'm happy now, but I have to get to this barrier.
No, I have
I'm
to
not
get-
saying,
yeah.
I'm not saying you don't have to get there. Because if you know your purpose,
Yeah.
you would know that is what you have to achieve. So your aim is there. But
Okay.
where you are now,
Yeah.
how are you enjoying now?
Okay, that reminds me of Eckhart Tolle when he said that be in your now.
Now.
So enjoy your present.
Enjoy your present. Don't have any deficits in your present.
Okay.
It is only enjoying the present that makes you look forward to, even if this is so good, if I get there, I'll be even more content.
Are you not thinking about the future as well?
That's what I'm telling you. You have a purpose. Your
You have a
purpose,
purpose.
your purpose is where you want to get to.
Yes.
But now, I haven't achieved my purpose. I'm not killing myself that I haven't achieved my purpose. I'm preparing myself and I'm doing everything to achieve my purpose. But even now, I'm happy with how I've performed.
Okay.
I won't kill anybody for that. I won't shortchange anybody for that. I won't backstab anybody for that. I won't undermine anybody for that. In fact, I wish people around me prosper to enjoy my space.
You wish people prosper around you to enjoy your space because you know who you are, you know where you are going
Purpose.
to. Exactly.
Purpose.
So you can't be jealous or you don't care about whatever happens.
I care,
Your
but I know
focus
that no matter that is why I don't like negative people around me. I'll try and let you realize that, your way, the words you are using drowns you in negativity.
Yeah.
The words you are using drowns you in cynicism. The words you are using drowns you in pessimism, which are lethal, dangerous traits to have.
So what I've come to realize is that if you find yourself in the universe doesn't know you. What you tell the universe is what the universe brings to you. So if you continue to speak negative,
the universe
actually
knows you.
brings-
The universe knows you
Yeah.
and know your worth.
Yeah.
It's when you know yourself
Self.
and you know your worth that things begin to align for you.
align for you. Okay. Do you like to share your purpose? I don't want to share mine. I don't like to share mine. Do you want to share yours? Do you mind if people ask you about your purpose? I am not comfortable when somebody asks me about my purpose because I
You
know
see-
mine and I'm not sure
You see,
I'm ready to share.
I may share or I may not
Not
share.
share.
I may share if I know that. Okay, let me say this. When the Bible talks, I'll set the table in front of you, in front of thy enemies.
Yes.
He didn't say invite your enemies to the table or bring your enemies to the table.
Yeah.
So
So how did you find yourself?
That is the reason the Bible goes further to say, beware when people speak good of you.
Okay. Now that is a twist. Okay. Because those you think are your friends.
Those who
will
might
the
be
ones to run the
smiling
table.
about your enjoyment
Yeah.
may not be really enjoying with you.
Yeah.
They may be plotting their next step, and knowing your purpose will let them how to set the barriers and the things. So
Yeah.
it's better to enjoy your contentment in silence.
In silence.
Yes, it's better.
Interesting.
So even me as a politician, I never celebrated publicly my wins. I never do.
Why?
Because politics is the game where your enemies sit next to you or behind you.
Okay.
Your deadly enemies sit next to you or behind you.
But how are politicians able to tolerate mingling with their enemies? Or knowing very well that this person is my enemy, but yes, I
Because
have to.
the good Lord give us big heads and small faces.
What does that mean?
We have to retain more
Okay.
and to show less.
And show less. That's a difficult thing for me to do. Actually. When you went to Calvary Methodist and you were talking about Jeremiah, so the part that said, I know the plans that I have for you. No, so whilst you were in your mother's room, I knew you.
As you are clotting your mother.
You were close in your mother's, I knew you. That time, it came
And
on
I said to you-
2305.
And I set you apart.
Yes. It came exactly on 2305. And I was like, that is weird.
It was weird, eh?
Yeah.
Because 2305 means
it's
a
your
lot for
birthday.
you.
Exactly. I was like, how did you get that part on 2305? Exactly.
Because
So is it a coincidence?
yeah, I didn't see it.
It's a
really.
coincidence,
So
but I
it's
felt, I was like, what is
probably
going on here?
it's something that confirms what I was saying. That meant much of what I was saying.
Maybe.
Because with that conversation, was talking about our experiences, our encounters.
Yeah.
But the reason why the book of Jeremiah, my mind was drawn to the book of Jeremiah on the talk that I was going to give
Okay.
by my spiritual father.
Okay. You have a spiritual father.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And he said the book of Jeremiah answers everything.
That's what he told you.
Yeah. So
Then I think I have to read
so
it.
I have to look. So you saw me watch the podcast on Jeremiah.
Yeah. Those on, yeah,
You
yes.
saw me watch the podcast on
Yeah.
Jeremiah. And the more I read it, the more it's so true because it personifies everything about purpose.
So
And
he spoke to
it
you.
personifies everything about we being brought onto this earth for a purpose.
For a purpose.
Just yesterday, I was going through the book of Genesis. That's
Okay.
interesting because
Which part
when I
of
was reading
Genesis?
the very, very early chapters 1 and 2.
Tell me about it, because I love that.
And it was talking about God granting us the power to manage everything He had created.
The dominion.
Everything He had created, He gave to man to manage.
Yeah.
Everything that is green for man to eat. Actually, it's good to read.
Did you
Sometimes
say
people-
green?
Green.
Interesting, okay.
To eat. Green to eat. Food. It's interesting to read the book of Genesis. You see, the Bible is a complete book. And no matter your life circumstance, there are examples to teach, to edify your person and your soul. So, it didn't talk only about when you were in your mother's womb. It talked about setting you apart.
Is that your
It talked about He appointing you. It talked about He sending you. It talked about everything you are doing, He had already laid those plans for you and the plans for goodness. So it talked about the purpose for which you were brought into life.
Let's go back to when you said it sets you apart. You know, the moment you find your purpose, or when God is trying to tell you or teach you your purpose, the first thing He does is He separates you.
Yes. Not only that,
Yeah.
He separates you. The separation is to prepare you
To prepare you.
for the word He has put in your mouth. And the word He has put in your mouth,
Okay.
you shouldn't be terrified when you stand before kings because you already make the kings terrified of you. So the more you reflect, So I said
So
there,
you did the
I
same
said,
thing to Moses as well.
I said there, somebody asked a question and I answered that. If people are not talking about you, gossiping about you, backstabbing you, planning evil and plotting against your life, it means you're not worth it. You see, any musician
Yeah.
that is great is the lyrics and how appropriate the
The
lyrics
lyrics, okay.
are to different circumstances at different times.
Okay.
So I love Kofi Kinata. And there's no line that strikes me or struck me so much more than the line saying how a part-time Christian
Of all
cannot
Kofi
fight,
Kinata's song,
cannot fight the full-time devil.
can you repeat that?
A part-time Christian
Part-time Christian.
attempting to fight the full-time devil.
devil. Okay.
So we go to church, and after church, we find ourselves in discotheques,
Okay.
clubs. And yes, we want our purpose to go straight. It won't.
You are not fortified.
It won't.
You're not fortified.
It won't. So we have to understand that the Bible talks about it even in the New Testament. That even though we are in the world, we are not part of the world.
You're not part of the world, no.
So when Jeremiah is talking about setting you apart and separating you, Christ lived for 33 years.
Yeah.
And I can say for nearly 30, he was set apart.
For the 30 years. He was in preparation.
He was in preparation.
Okay.
So you have different scripts. Some saying he went to the Far East to learn, and why they say that some of his parables or his charts, the Beatitudes, have been found in earlier texts that predate him in the Far East, and a lot of
So
stuff.
he went to study.
So he went to study. He went to prepare. So when he's setting you apart, even though he knows you, he sets you apart. He prepares you when he sets you apart. So David was set apart.
David was set apart.
And during David's preparation, he fought with Goliath. He was not a king when he fought Goliath. He announced his arrival with Goliath's death.
So in setting you apart and in preparing you, that is when he would say that I went through the valley of the shadow of death.
You went through the valley of the
Because you
shadow.
were in a training. You were in a
training
process.
period.
You
But he will not also give you anything that you cannot overcome.
You cannot.
He builds you. He builds you. He puts the challenges. He allows the challenge. Look at what he told Job. When the devil went to see him about Job, he said, you've prospered him. You've done all that for him.
Precisely.
He said, you can go and test him, but don't take his soul.
Yeah.
He said, no, you've built a hedge of fire around Job.
Yeah.
Certainly, that Job was protected. God knew he had plans for Job, but even that, he knew he had prepared Job enough that he would meet the challenges. So when the wife and the people came around Job, say, give up on your God.
I was just about to say
Said
that
no.
most of us
He said
find
no.
ourselves in that situation
Said
and
no.
we give up.
He said no.
So we just get stuck in the valley and we don't go forward, we don't go back, and we just get stuck. And we feel that life is beating us.
But let me tell you, do you know
yeah.
when God is nearest to you?
When we're in trouble.
In your times of danger. When
But
he
you
takes
see-
you out of the
yeah.
danger, he expects that he has trained you that even when he's not looking, you would succeed.
I was just about to say that, you know what? When you are taking us, you let us know. Give us a notice so that we know that, okay, God is taking me through this.
No.
But you don't expect us to just
No.
assume
Your
that,
life-
I'm sure.
Your life is such that
Yeah.
there's always a weakness. And that weakness, there is always a pain. That
Okay.
pain,
Yeah.
there's a moment of tribulation.
Yeah.
What you are going through is to rather let you focus on God and not man.
And not man. And we keep running back to
Because what did he say? He said he has the plans. There's the plans of goodness.
Yeah.
He set you apart. He's going to terrify the kings and the people you stand in front of. He didn't say you should terrify them. He says terrify them.
Because
Yes.
so it's to his glory, not to you.
So
And
when the
it's-
people said, let's pack the fire more.
Are we going to Elijah?
When they say, let's pack it, they're going to burn the three people. They're going to burn them. But let's multiply the firewood so that when they go in. Then when the king went to see, he said,
There's a fourth one.
there's a fourth
There's
one.
a fourth one.
They need to be put only 3 in. Why is there a fourth one? In fact, those who were loading the fire, some got burnt by going near it.
Because it was that hot. And yes, they didn't burn.
Yes, they didn't burn.
So they were
Right?
both going through
When
the
the
valley of
other
the shadow.
somebody was put in a lion's den, he had spent time feeding them.
Apparently the lion was very hungry.
He had spent time feeding them. So they knew, the lions knew him.
So he prepared him for that.
He prepared him for that.
Okay.
So when even the lions were hungry to devour, they
saw
knew
a
that
friend.
this one is the one who brings us food.
Food. Okay.
So let's be patient. If we eat them, we are dead.
So everything you're going through actually directs you to your purpose.
Was Moses found on water abundant?
Exactly. How would he end up in Pharaoh's house? The same man who was trying to kill all the boys.
Yes. He babysat the savior of the Israelites.
But it's quite interesting how he decided to go back to his people, even though he was in the royal house.
But you see, it's interesting. Juxtapose Moses' story to Joseph. What had happened to Joseph? They all ended up in the same place, and they all were redeemers.
I know.
You haven't thought about it?
Same for Esther, actually.
The same for Christ. At the
It
same
was.
time, there was something on eliminating males. Moses got saved.
And went into the house of the man who was
He was
killing them.
They went the same way Joseph's brothers set him apart, knowing that they wanted to kill him.
Yeah.
And go and look at those who were passing that they sold their things to.
Actually, one of his brothers thought they killed him.
Yes, the eldest one.
Yeah.
So,
Reuben, yeah.
and he ended up in exactly the place that they never expected him to. But it was preparation. And when he ended up there, Joseph too went through the same temptation. The Pharaoh's wife wanted to sleep with Joseph. How did Joseph end up in prison? But he went to the prison to set himself apart because he wouldn't have met the baker who he interpreted dreams to. So God has a plan. That plan might take you through very, very uncomfortable moments, but it's also to prepare you to always look at God. So Paul said the same thing. He says, I have a weakness, a tummy problem. And no matter what I do, God doesn't take it away because he wants me to rely on him.
Interesting.
So to achieve your purpose is to set your focus on God.
Focus on God. So you focus on God, and then God will give you your purpose, and then you just come out.
He's already given you a purpose before you were a cloth.
So he's giving it to you, but you haven't found, or you haven't taken the steps to actually actualize it. Because you need to hear his voice so that he can actually direct you.
So when people say God called me,
Yeah.
I said, did God send you? And what did he send you to do?
Precisely.
See, we all cannot be priests or prophets or Levites.
No.
So your purpose might be the best footballer in the world
Well, the best kenke seller.
or the best cake seller in the world. It's all about excellences. It must not necessarily be the best in the world, the best where you are, the most effective and the most efficient where you are.
But the funny thing, or the interesting thing, even those who did the handcrafts and all that, he told Moses that I've given them that gift.
But
When
it's
I
a
saw it in
gift
the
of
Bible, I was
God.
like,
Read the
That
Bible.
is a gift.
Read the Bible about Solomon's selection of artisans for the temple.
So they were all inspired by God.
You see, when you get excellence in the purpose that you do, you become the master craftsman.
Okay.
And you excel when you see master craftsmen doing things. The creative people, when you see them doing things, they're excellent. When did Handel even compose his
Yeah.
Beethoven? When did he compose that? Ask. Some of them were even deaf. There's a deaf person called.
Actually, some of them can even draw.
Yes.
Blind people can even draw. It's like, how do you do
How
that?
do you do that? How do you do that?
Because if you can't see, how are you able to draw what is actually in the wall?
But again, we don't walk by sight.
You don't. That's a good one.
We don't walk by
Touche,
sight.
that's a good one. You don't walk by sight, yeah. Oh, okay. So you believe in the spiritual, that life is more spiritual
Life is an embodiment of the spirit, the soul, and the
than
body.
the body. Is it possible that people focus more on the flesh and on the body than what is in the spiritual? So they're
Because we are
spiritually dead.
carnal.
We are carnal. Okay. So being carnal means that we are focused on what the body wants, not what the spirit wants. Okay.
It's difficult. It's a difficult one. It's a difficult one because I remember the night in the Garden of Gethsemane, right? Just before the appointed time.
I love
God-man.
the fact that we are doing purpose and that you are making references to Bible. I love it.
God-man. God living as man. You remember when I said God sleeps, they said, I said something very, very sacrilegious. But people don't read the Bible, and even pastors don't read the Bible. When
Unfortunately,
Christ, unless you tell me Christ wasn't God,
he was God.
was God the Son.
Yes.
But at the point that he lived among men, he did
He was
everything like a man. He slept for 30 years, 33 years, and we are Christ-like as a man.
Yeah.
How can we say we're not going to sleep? And even when it's straight in our face, one of the biggest parables, great parables, the tempest of the sea,
Yeah.
the storm of the sea. And they woke him up. He was asleep.
Sleeping.
They didn't go once. They had to hustle him out of sleep. Master, don't you know that we perish and you are so much asleep? And when you say it, they say, very well. Enlightenment is not for everybody.
It's for everybody.
It's not for everybody.
It's for everybody.
It's those who have a prepared mind.
It's for everybody.
It's not for everybody. It's for those who have prepared mind.
Enlightenment is for those who have prepared mind. Yeah. That I agree. Because sometimes you go to the classroom and whatever the teacher says, your mind has just blocked. It's not going to listen to anything. But yeah.
Anyway, so I think let's call it a day.
I think so.